And ask yourself, do you think that Trump, if he's healthy enough, would want to leave office in 2028?
No, I think his thought is he'll move some family member in right behind him if he can manage it.
Right. So I want to get into the statement that you made about Trump just simply disregarding if he wants to do something unconstitutional, regardless of the fact that he has planted his own Supreme Court justices that will rule in ways that he would prefer. But irrespective of that, would Trump just do something unconstitutional? Has his behavior suggested that? And there's one thing about his behavior, I would say yes, given what we've already seen over the past 8 years, but also his favorite president is Andrew Jackson. He makes that so clear. I mean, he had this big portrait of Andrew Jackson in the Oval Office. And you close your piece talking about how both Andrew Jackson and President Abraham Lincoln defied the Supreme Court, and you asked Trump would no doubt love to outdo them. And I wanted to talk about Andrew Jackson's defiance of the Supreme Court. And if I may, because I mean, that's the thing that gives me the chills. So Andrew Jackson, who he's famous for the quote, John Marshall has made his decision, John Marshall being the Supreme Court justice at the time when Andrew Jackson was president. He says, John Marshall has made his decision. Now let him enforce it. And what Andrew Jackson was talking about was in 1832, and I brought this, I'm reading this, an 1832 Supreme Court case, Worcester versus Georgia, in which the court ruled in favor of the Cherokee Indians against Georgia's attempt to seize their land. Andrew Jackson, ignored the court's decision and sent troops to evict the Cherokees, forcing them to migrate west on the Trail of Tears. I mean, it's mind-boggling.
And whose portrait was hanging in the Oval when Trump was president? Prominently. Andrew Jackson.
Yeah, Andrew Jackson. And he said more than once, that's his favorite president. I don't know. It's just chilling to me who he feels admiration for. And he never really says why he admires Andrew Jackson.